How's everybody doing? I'm trying a different app here, shooting this video, so I'm just gonna kind of see how it goes. So we have basically completed all the things that we have needed to do for the car to get it ready for the race, except for the rear window. Just kind of give you a quick overview. Come down here, we have the blue EBC brake pads, compliments of EBC brakes. I want to shout out to them. I appreciate them for hooking us up. These are the second set we've run, and we're going to give them 12 hours and see how well they last. The rotors come from SP Performance. Shout out to them. Brake lines come from endlessrpm.com. Those are some really good guys. Great customer service. Bilstein struts. Eibach lowering springs. Got the brand new harmonic balancer put on there. We did an oil change yesterday. Teammate Miller showed up. Also brother-in-law. He kind of got me back into the groove, wanting to do all this stuff, getting ready. We cycled the engine before we did an oil change. We basically heated the engine up. I have not crunked the engine and more or less given it a heat cycle yet. So the wrap job that we did down here on the downpipe, you can see it, or the J pipe. That went ahead, we kind of cooked that in, you know. You got to heat it up, burn all that stuff off of it and let it smoke and whatnot. So we let it idle for about 5 minutes, hit the gas a few times. This thing is loud. I mean, it is nasty loud. So hopefully within about a week or so, I'll get you a couple rips down the road and also get to the dyno. I got in touch with him. He said his computer's back. So we should get a video on the dyno very soon. I know I've been talking about it. Nothing I can do about it. But another thing I did notice, I'm going to have to take the fans and move those. If you look, the fans are moving. So basically the zip ties that are holding it in place in the fins have basically pulled all the fins down from the constant acceleration, stopping left and right. So I'm going to take the fans and lower them down, have the bottom of the radiator support the weight of the fan, and just have the zip ties hold it, you know, to it. Got the intake all done. I love how that works. Now, one thing I did notice, this is the port right here that comes from here. And typically this hose goes right here, and it just recirculates the air from the breather. I did not put a port in there. Kind of forgot about it. Don't really think it's a big deal. It is what it is. We have the brakes bled. We went ahead and put this in there, Motul 600. So we've got all the calipers filled, all the brake lines flushed, everything done as properly, you know, as proper as we could. So we don't have any old .3 or .4 left in there. I went ahead, put this piece of metal right here. The reason why is when the window net goes up, there was a big giant hole opening there, and I knew the tech would call and make us do that. So I went ahead and cut a piece of real thin aluminum and riveted to it, painted it black. The window net, we had to redo that. So this is an aluminum bar. We got some weight savings there. We come here, got this, it's gonna go into that hole. Just like that. Take this, hold the latch up, and then lock it into place. And then the window net is ready to go. Doesn't move. You close the door. That's what she looks like. Actually looks pretty dope. I'm happy with that. We've got a nice little access hole right here to where we can use the mirror and see out of it pretty well. Come around here to the back. We've got the new calipers. I'm still waiting on some new brake pads for the rear. I'm surprised they haven't shown up yet. Kind of disappointed about that. But got the stainless steel lines in the rear, new KYB struts, same Eibach lowering springs in the rear. Got some new tires in yesterday. Just got to get them to the tire shop and get them mounted. 3-inch exhaust all the way out the back. That's going to be super loud. Kind of excited to hear how she sounds. But other than that, Everything on the car is ready to go. I believe we had talked about possibly removing the rear wing. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. If I get a rear window in time, I'm going to leave the wing on. But if I can't get the window in, then I'm going to remove the wing, because it's not really doing anything for me, because all the air becomes turbulent right there where the window is supposed to be. So the wing is more or less non-effective, and it cost me 10 points, which is basically minus 1.5 laps. So that's no good, no bueno. Got the big giant box of metal. There's the old harmonic balancer if anybody needs one. But she is ready to go. I'm ready to go. The two drivers that are, one's driving up from Georgia, the other one's coming from Richmond. They're excited, they're ready to go. Talk to them, you know, once a week leading up to the race. So I'm excited. Hope y'all enjoy these videos. I know this wasn't much of one. It's just kind of, you know, showing you everything's been completed on it. I'm excited to put it on the dyno. I'm excited to take it down the road and listen to it. And I will share everything, you know, every part of the journey with the car with y'all. One thing I noticed, we were trying to hook the code reader up the other day. And this car, the original OBD2 port was somewhere in some center console hidden pocket. I cut all that out and had no idea that I removed the diagnostic port of this engine, which sucks, because I really want to make sure I don't have anything dumb happening, like a throttle positioning sensor not opening all the way. You know, your TPS, you got to make sure at wide open throttle that it's at 100%. What if the adjustment screw on it, which if you look at it, you got your adjustment screw here, you can adjust your TPS either way, so you might only be opening it up like 96%, only giving it 96%, you know, fuel or whatever, and then your wide open throttle on your butterfly. So little things like that I was trying to tweak, but it is what it is. It runs fine, so I'm not going to mess with it. Fresh oil change. We drained the transmission fluid, put the Honda manual transmission fluid in it, so that should be good to go. The belts are tight. I went ahead and put new hoses here. So this is a factory hose, and this right here is a factory hose. So I went ahead and did away with the old ones from, you know, the early 2000s. So everything on the car is ready to rip. The headlights work. The front, if you see the front looks good now. Tow strap ready to be towed in. Hopefully we won't have to use that. But that's about it for now. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want to follow my story. See y'all later.